Alright, hello everybody, welcome to Verbling. Today we are going to be reading some different articles that are in the newspaper. So I've posted some 4 articles in the class description, so if you could click on those links when you get into class or before, that would be great. So if you have a reservation, feel free to join now. You can get reservations a couple different ways. You can refer friends, which is always good. We always like to have other people join Verbling. Also can like us on Facebook. You can register through Facebook. Also, you can pay a premium price. All right, so Lucia, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes? All right. Awesome. And Ania, can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So welcome to class. Let's see, a couple others are joining. Berla, can you hear me? Berla, can you hear me okay? Okay. All right.
Hi,
so, welcome. All right. Perfect. Can hear you. Okay. So, does everyone have headphones? Headphones usually work better. That way there's no feedback coming, so it's not like I can hear myself or you can hear yourself again. So if you have headphones, that's always nice. If not, then it's okay. We can just... oh, perfect. Thank you, Berla. Lucia and Ania, do you have headphones as well?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. All right. Cool. Well, welcome to class.
Hi, my teacher.
Perfect. So how many classes have you attended on Verbling so far?
How many class?
Yes, how many classes?
This is my second class here.
Second class? All right, cool. Nice. And Lucia, how about yourself? How many classes for you?
This is my first class.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, now we've got a full class, it looks like. So I'm just going to go through and make sure that everyone can hear me okay, and then we're going to do simple introductions, and then we can start reading some of these articles. So let's start with Ania. You can still hear me okay?
Yes.
Perfect. And Berla, you can still hear me okay? Ismail, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Try.
All right. And Jose, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Juan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Okay. And Lucia, you can still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And Luisa, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. And Nadia, can you hear me?
Yes, sound check.
Perfect. Yes, seriously, sound check. And Pedro, can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. All right. Okay, everybody. Well, welcome. My name is Troy. I've been working at Verbling since January, and I really enjoy it. I really like seeing improvement among the students that usually visit my class. So, thank you for joining today. Today is a reading class. We're going to be reading 4 different articles that I've picked. We can work on, this is what I want to work on today. I want to work on pronunciation and also reading speed. Not that you want to go too fast, but as you start to progress in English, obviously you want, just like in your native language, to progress your reading speed and also comprehension. So, for the comprehension part, we will discuss in class different parts of the article. So, that gives you a brief outline for what we're going to be focusing on today. But let's have just brief introductions. Maybe just tell me where you're from and one hobby that you like or something about you. It's totally fine. So, let's start with Ania. Could you start us off?
Yes. I'm Anna. I'm from Poland. I'm 19 years old, and I'm go to photography school. And this is my first class.
All right, cool. All right, well, welcome, Anna. Thanks for joining us. Okay.
Thank
Next
you.
up is Berla. Could you introduce yourself, Berla?
My name is Karim. I am student at Economic and Commerce from Turkey. I like virus programmer.
And you like what?
Virus programmer.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. All right. Nice. Okay. Next is Ismail.
Hello, Troy. I am connecting from Turkey, Ankara. I am a public servant. I try to improve my English. That's why I am here.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is Jose.
Hello. I'm from Costa Rica. I study finance.
Okay, cool. Next up is Juan.
Yes, I'm Juan from Mexico, and one of my hobbies is to learn English.
All right. I like the picture that you have. That's pretty
Oh,
funny.
thanks. Where are you located at, teacher?
I can see when you talk, I can see it pop up on the screen.
Yeah, but I just wanted to know where are you located at right now?
Oh, right now. Okay, so I'm going to school in Utah, but I'm from California.
Okay, okay. I live in Mexicali, so I live at the border with California. What city are you
okay.
in?
I'm in California. I'm from Huntington Beach.
Ah, okay, got it.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, welcome to class.
Thanks.
All right. Next up is Lucia.
Hello, I'm Lucia. I'm from Argentina. I live in Santa Fe, Villa Hipódromo. Y, this is my first class. It's difficult to me talk English, but I understand everything.
All right.
And I study Portuguese and English also.
Okay. Cool. Well, thank you, and thank you for joining, Lucia.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Next up is Nadia.
Hello, I'm Nadia. I'm from Russia. I live in 1 hour drive from Moscow, and I'm happy that everything works well now.
Yeah. Knock on wood that it keeps working well.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Next up is Pedro.
Hello. Hi everyone, my name is Pedro. I'm from Brazil, the neighbor country of Argentina, neighbor of Lucia. And I'm 22. I go to the Federal University of Santa Catarina. I study marine engineering. This is my 18th class on Verbling. I think
right.
so.
Cool. All right. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining.
Thanks.
And Angelina, you just joined us. Can you hear us?
Yes.
All right. Could you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Angelina from Armenia, 23 years old.
All right. Cool. Well, so can everyone access the links that I posted? There should be 4 links that you could see in the class description. It talks about Joseph Kony, unemployment, in Europe, the Italian Coast Guard, and also Tunisia. Can everyone see those okay?
Where have you posted the links?
Yeah, I can't see it either.
You can't? Okay, well, I'll go through then and post it on both chats. It should have been in the class description, but
Okay, I see it now.
sometimes they don't show up. So I'll just post them all on the Verbling chat and then on the Google Hangout chat, just in case.
You must open the first link or second link.
So we'll start with the first link. We'll start with the article about Joseph Kony. It is a BBC news article.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'll post these. I'm sorry? I'm sorry, Nadia, I couldn't understand what you said.
It's not me.
Oh, it's not working? The link is not working?
No, it was another lady, not me, who was speaking.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't see who that was. Okay. Let's start with the BBC article then. The one about Joseph Kony. Can anyone not access that article? Can everyone see that okay?
Joseph Kony.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, let's start then. Let's take turns with 3 paragraphs each. Let's start with Pedro. Would you like to start us off reading the first 3 paragraphs of the Joseph Kony article?
Yeah, okay. Okay. So, do I read the title as well and subtitle then the 3 paragraphs?
Sure. Could you do that?
Okay.
Yes.
The U.S. offers up to $5 million, right? $5 million?
$5 million.
Dollars.
Yeah, for leads of Uganda warlord Kony. The U.S. has offered a reward of up to 5 million, 3.3 million euros for information, pounds, for information leading to the arrest or capture of Ugandan warlord Joseph Kony. The announcement came as the Ugandan, is it right, Ugandan or Ugandan?
I pronounce it Ugandan. I believe most people do that way. Ugandan.
Okay. Ugandan army suspended a search for Kony in the Central African Republic, CAR, blaming hostility from its new government.
Very
Kony,
good.
leader of the Lord's Resistance Army, is wanted by International Criminal Court for alleged war crimes. Alleged war crimes. He and his fighters are thought to be in the CAR or neighboring countries. Do I keep going?
No, that's good. That's 3 paragraphs. Excellent job. All
Okay,
right.
thanks.
So, is there any questions so far about what we have read?
So what does it mean for leads on?
For leads on someone. So a lead is something that pulls you, right? It leads me to this way, right? So
Can I say it's like a clue?
Yes, excellent job, Pedro. It's like clue.
So it's a noun here, not a verb.
Does that make sense, Nadia?
Yes.
Yes, correct. Exactly. It's a noun here.
What's the meaning of hostility?
Excellent. All right.
Hostility.
Hostility. When you're hostile towards someone, you're not friendly. You're very aggressive. So if I'm hostile towards you, or in this case, they were the African Republic was hostile towards the Ugandan army. The Central African Republic did not want another country's army coming in to find Joseph Kony. Does that make sense?
Who is Joseph Kony?
Very good question. I think it probably describes Kony more later on. So let's keep reading, and if it doesn't describe it, then yeah. So let's keep reading because it talks about who Joseph Kony is. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's have Nadia. Could you read for us the next 3 paragraphs?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and read. So,
Yes.
Nadia, are you still muted?
Yes, I was muted. I forgot to unmute myself.
Okay. Go ahead.
US authorities say the reward is also being offered for information on 2 other top LRA leaders, Okot Hiambo and Dominic Ongwen. The LRA has tormented and terrorized children in Uganda and across the region, US Secretary of State John Kerry wrote in the Huffington Post on Wednesday. Mr. Kerry said Kony and other LRA leaders will not be easy to find, adding the LRA is broken down into small bands of rebels, scattered throughout dense jungle, hidden by dense canopy, controlling territory through tactics of fear and intimidation.
Very good. Excellent job. Are there any questions so far from anyone of what Nadia read?
I would like to ask you about the difference between arrest and capture.
Okay. I just responded to you on the Verbling chat. So I would say that they're synonyms, that they're very, very similar, but that arrest is more formal and it is specific to the law. So, for instance, a couple people could capture something, right? They could capture me or capture an object, right? So I could capture this town or this base, but you cannot arrest a base or a town or an inanimate object.
Oh, I see.
You only can arrest animate objects.
Thank you.
So, all right. Very good. Okay, let's go next with Lucia. Could you read the next 3 paragraphs for me?
Okay. The Guide of Guard. Early Ugandan troops in the CRIR suspended their hunt for Kony and returned to their bases in the country.
To their bases. Very good.
Rebel forces took power 10 days ago in the CAR, announced President Francois Bossis, whose government was a supporter of the mission to find Kony. Continue?
Yes, could you read one more for me?
The Ugandan forces are in the CAR under an African Union mandate, assisted by soldiers from other African nations, as well as US Special Forces.
Very good. All right. So, is there any questions about that? Lucia, do you have any questions of what you read?
No.
No? Okay, perfect. Does anyone else have any questions about what Lucia read?
Yeah, the meaning of the word ousted.
Ousted? Okay. So
Yeah.
to get ousted means to get thrown out, to not be in control anymore. So
Okay.
the president was ousted. There was a coup, or there was someone who took over, and they're not in power.
Okay.
So you can say, you can use this word also just for as a joke as well, even though it's usually more serious. But for instance, say that you're at work or something like that, and if someone is winning at a game or something like that, maybe board game or cards, and then they lose all of a sudden, they lose the game. They were ousted. We got rid of them. They were no longer
Yeah.
winning. So.
Yeah. So it's like when a person takes control, like, of the army and takes the current president of the government, right? It's like that.
Yeah.
I don't know the name in English, but okay, I understand it.
Yeah, that is a coup. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay. All right. Excellent question, though, Pedro. Okay. Next up is Juan. Juan, could you read the next 3 paragraphs for me?
Yes, teacher. It says the African Union suspended the CAR's membership after the Seleka rebel group seized power and overran the capital Bangui. We have reorganized our forces, collected them in defense, as we await the decision that will follow consultations going on between the African Union and participating countries. Ugandan Army spokesman called Felix Kulagi told the BBC, Joseph Kony and the estimated 200 500 fighters of his Lord's Resistance Army, LRA, have waged war in Uganda in the region for more than 2 decades.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Sorry about that. My computer, something was going on with the connection, partially through. But is there any questions then about what Juan read?
Troy,
Yes.
I
Go
couldn't
ahead, Ismail.
understand. Everything are going each other. There are some rebels groups. What are we talking about? Which rebels group are there? And there are many countries who are making operation in a different country, in Central African CAR. I couldn't
So, like,
understand
yes.
what is going on.
Yes. So there are a lot of different rebel groups right now. So one rebel group, the Seleka group, they took over the Central African Republic, right? So they overran the capital. So now they are in control of the capital.
They are Kony's group?
No, it's
Kony's group or different group?
Different group. Kony's group is different. Kony's group now has split up into many, many different groups. But the Seleka group is a bigger group that has taken over Central African Republic. Does that make sense, Ismail?
Yes, and what is going on Uganda?
So
Sierra is a different country. Why are going into the Sierra?
okay, very good question.
They are making operation. Why they are making operation in a different country? I couldn't understand.
So Joseph Kony, as we will read about in this next little part, he has had a rebel group that has caused many, many problems in Uganda for the past 2 decades, since the 1980s. right? And so because he has
He flees
really
away from
army, they
Uganda.
want to get rid of him.
Asker.
They do not like all.
There's something wrong.
What they're doing is they're going to where they think Joseph Kony is. Does that make sense?
Joseph Kony flees from Uganda into the Sahara, and they want to catch him.
Yes, perfect.
Yes, okay.
That's excellent. All right, good job. So now let's have Jose. Could you read the last? Let's see, how many parts are there? There's how many paragraphs do you have left? 3 or 4?
2.
3. Could you read the last 3 for me?
Okay. Since Joseph.
Yeah. So Joseph Kony.
Joseph Kony and the estimated 200 to 500 fighters of his large resistant army have waged war in Uganda and the region for more than 2 decades. He claims the LRA is fighting to install a government in Uganda based on the biblical 10 commandments, but his rebels now terrorist large swaths of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, and Dakar, and he is wanted by the International Criminal Court for rape, mutilation, and murder of civilians, as well as forcibly recruiting children to serve as soldiers and sex slaves.
Very good. All right. So now we know why the Ugandan army does not like Joseph Kony, because he has done so many bad things to these people. He has forced people to do many, many bad things. So that is why they are willing to send their troops out of their country to find him, because they want to bring him to court.
Okay.
So, very, very good. Is there any questions so far about this article?
I have lost the link. Please resend this to me.
Oh, you don't have the link? Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry about that. Here, I'll post it again. Yeah.
Teacher, what is the pronunciation of sweat?
Wait. Oh, swaths.
Swaths.
It's large swaths. So it's large areas.
Okay.
Yes. So that's a very technical term.
Yes.
So very good job.
Okay, thanks.
Why was the expression to wage war used? Is it highly emotional expression?
It's a very emotional expression. So waged war, yes, it's like you said, Nadia, it's instead of just starting a war or something like that, to wage a war, like you say, it's very emotional.
Interesting, thank you.
All right. So, let's talk a little bit about this. Did anyone know about Joseph Kony before reading about him tonight?
Yeah.
Today? Pedro, what did you know?
I actually sent the link to the video, the Invisible Children video, Kony 2012, on the chat of Verbling, so people could watch it. And I saw the video, and that guy commented about Kony and the kidnaps that he did on Uganda.
Yeah. So, do you think that it is that the Ugandan army is justified in doing that, in going into a different country?
No, it is not.
Yeah, no.
So Nadia says no, and Pedro says yes.
No, I said
Nadia,
no.
Oh, you said no. Sorry, it sounded like you said yes.
Yeah, okay.
Why do you think they are not justified?
Because it's not their country, so if they want to change another country, they can do it. Because it's like if people are commenting Brazil in a way that actually another example, Japanese people kill dolphins and whales, and the other, I think 90% of the world think whaling and dolphining is not a cool thing to do. So we can't interfere on their culture just because we don't like it. And
Okay.
and I think it's the same thing.
I understand what you mean. I would just disagree by saying killing dolphins and whales are definitely, it's something that a lot of people don't like, but yes, it's a cultural thing. But
Yeah.
I'd say with most cultures, it is not okay to kill or take children as soldiers or sex slaves, right?
Yeah.
So it's a little more serious than dolphins and whales, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
But even still, you would probably argue that no, it's not okay
Yeah.
to. Okay, all right. I can
Maybe the
understand.
country asked for help, but
Yes.
if they're not asking for the help, so we shouldn't interfere.
So I think, yeah. So I think it really depends, obviously, on if the people want help from the Ugandan army. If people in Central African Republic want help, then I would feel that it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Nadia, do you agree with that?
Yes, absolutely. In this case, if they were invited, it's a different matter.
Okay. All right. Let's go now. Let's go with the second one. We're talking about unemployment in the Eurozone. How about that? Okay, can everyone access this link?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Can anyone not access this link? I posted it on the Verbling chat and the Google Hangout chat. So, right. Let's have. Okay. Sorry, Nadia. I'm going to. Okay, yeah. Whenever you're typing, I hear it very, very loud. So let's start with Ismail. Could you read
Yes.
this next article on unemployment in the Eurozone?
Okay. Unemployment in Eurozone reached a record 12% by David Jolly, published April 2013. Paris. While the Eurozone has been transfixed lately by the Cyprus meltdown, another and potentially bigger European crisis has continued to simmer. Record high unemployment. Spending cuts and tax increases aimed at trimming debt and addressing the financial crisis in bailout Eurozone countries, and the rising rate of joblessness in much of the currency bloc are feeding off each other, said Mark Cliff, chief economist at ING Group.
Excellent job. Very good. Mm-hmm. So, sorry, I just realized that before I wanted to do this article, I wanted to do the two other ones because they're smaller, and this New York Times article is very, very long and has a lot of things to explain. So, thank you very much, Ismail, for reading it, but I'm going to post these other two that we can read because they're much shorter and are a lot easier to talk about. I hope that's okay with everyone. Okay.
Okay.
So let's all go to this site. And I want to welcome Wasel. Wasel, can you hear me okay? I can't hear you, Wasel. I'm not sure if your microphone is plugged in. Okay. And Renzo, is your microphone is broken, you say? All right. All right. Sounds good. So we're going to read this one about the Italian Coast Guard. So can everyone access that link that I just posted?
Yes. Yes, Troy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We can access the link.
All right. So let's start reading that one.
I cannot access. Please resend.
Okay. Berla, I'll send it again. Can you see it on the Google Hangout chat?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, it's right there.
Okay. Almost 500.
Yes, exactly. Almost 500. Very good. Berla, could you read the first 3 paragraphs?
It's my turn.
Yes, it's your turn.
Almost 500 migrants rescued in 24 hours of Italian coast.
Mm-hmm.
Returned, the Italian Coast Guard rescued almost 500 migrants carried into 5 small inflatable boats off the
Sicilian.
Sicilian coast in the Mediterranean Sea after receiving distress calls overnight, the Coast Guard said on Thursday.
Very good.
Finish?
Mm-hmm. Could you read one more?
Repeat?
No, could you read the next paragraph?
Oh, okay. Coast Guard spokesman Marco Di Nila said the migrants, mostly from sub-Saharan Africa, include some pregnant
Sub-Saharan.
include some pregnant women and several people in need of hospital treatment. They were in
very good.
treatment. They were in inflatable boats of a maximum of 10 meters long, which can carry about 10 people safely. Instead, these boats were carrying up to 100 people, Di Milla told reporters. He said the boats had likely started their journey in the North African states of Libya.
Very good. Excellent job. All right. So, is there any questions about this? This is a very serious, situation.
Troy, what
Yeah,
does it mean?
I
Sub-Saharan Africa.
Okay, so sub-Saharan. So do you know the Saharan desert?
Yes.
So
the-
sub means below. So anything below.
South Africa.
Very good. Yes.
I'd like to know the meaning of the word crammed.
Crammed. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you cram something, it's like
Squeeze.
yeah. It's so this is that's a very good question. So this paper, this is what you call crumple. I'm crumpling.
Okay.
Right? This is a crumpled piece of paper. But to cram, you can't crumple a human. To cram humans or to cram an animate object. So anything alive that you cram, that you just squeeze together.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Very
Thanks.
good question. Yeah. Were there any other questions? Wasel, did you have a question?
I'm a new student. I'm a new student class here. I don't understand.
Oh, okay. So we're reading. Can you access this link? We're reading a news article.
Okay.
Johan, yeah. So if you could click on that link, that works.
Okay.
Johan just asked on the Verbling chat, what is the difference between migrant and immigrant? That is a very good question. Immigrant is when people are coming into the country, right? So if, for instance, a long time ago, there was many Italian immigrants coming into America. But a migrant is when you are still on the move. So you're
On the way.
Yes, on the way. So you're not.
They don't reach.
Yes, exactly. They have not reached their destination yet. Very good. All right. So next up is Anna. Could you read the next one?
Yeah. Most of the immigrants were taken to Lampedusa, a tiny island south of Sicily that receives thousands of immigrants each year. Improved spring weather conditions have increased the numbers trying to make the Treacherous journey across the Mediterranean, but thousands have died due to shipwrecks, harsh conditions, and a lack of food and water. Estimate 1,500 migrants lost their lives in the Mediterranean in 2011, many of them trying to escape the turmoil caused the Arab Spring, uprising the North Africa. According to Human Rights Watch, it estimated the death toll in 2012 and more than 300.
Very good, Anna. Okay, so is there any questions so far of what Anna just read?
Treacherous journey. I'm sorry. Is it that someone want to learn something? Treacherous.
For which word did you say?
Treacherous journey is someone wants to go to the journey for learning something?
No, very good question. Treacherous means dangerous. It means very, very scary or not safe. So a treacherous journey is one that you might get hurt or you might die on. But good question. That's a very good word to know.
Thank you.
All right. So Nadia just wrote the Arab Spring. Can someone tell me can someone tell Nadia what the Arab Spring was in 2011?
It's the revolution. Can you?
Yeah, go ahead, Nurhan. Say that again.
Okay. Revolution in Egypt and Tunisia, that's what called the Arab Spring, and also when, actually I'm from Egypt, so I can tell her a lot about the Arab Spring.
You can. I'm sorry, I didn't understand that last part. Could you say that one more time?
I'm from Egypt, that's why it's about the Arab Spring. I'm from Egypt already.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. So yeah, just people wanting democracy and other things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that was a very interesting article, but let's read one more. This one also has to do a little with the Arab Spring. This is about Tunisia. So let's read about that. I just posted the chat, so you should be able to see in both the Google Hangout chat and the Verbling classes chat, this article, this last one. Okay. Yes. So let's see. Angelina, would you like to read?
Okay.
Could you
Start?
read? Yes. Could you read the title and the subtitle and the first paragraph for us?
Okay. Tunisia recovers money stolen by ex-President Ben Ali. Tunisia has recorded $29.18
So $29 million
million
and
dollars, 90
million pounds.
million pounds from what is called loot asset held by ex-President Zine el-Abidine Ben Ali. Now, the money has recovered by the United Nations Stolen Asset Recovery Team reports Tunisia State News Agency. Mr. Ben Ali filed Tunisia in January 2011 following popular protests which ended his 23 years rule at the start of what became known as the Arab Spring.
Very good. Excellent job. All right. So, is there any questions so far of what Angelina read?
I'm fine.
No? Okay. All right. Okay.
Why did they use this verb fled Tunisia? It's not another emotional verb.
Uh-huh. Exactly. To flee or to, if you were just to say leave, it just means something like, oh, I just decided to leave. But really, Ben Ali did not have any choice. He had to flee for his life because there were so many riots going on. It was not safe for him to stay. So to flee, yeah, is a lot more emotional when it comes to like your safety for your life.
So
Very
he
good.
rushed. He rushed.
Yes,
He took his legs into his hands and rushed away.
yes, that's one way of putting it. Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Norhan, would you like to read the next 3 paragraphs?
Yeah. Start now? The check for 29 million was handed to President Marzuki by the UN's allied report states, Mr. Murray was appointed by the UN to lead efforts to recover money from leaders overthrown in Arab uprising. The money had reportedly been in a Lebanese bank account belonging to Laila Trapelsi, the wife of Mr. Ben Ali. It is believed to have built to Saudi Arabia with Mr. Ben Ali after the uprising. Should I continue or what?
No, that was very good. Do you have any questions about that?
No, thank you. I understand.
All right, perfect. Does anyone else have any questions about that?
Yeah, not about the text, but the difference between the spelling of check and the second word. I think I don't know if it's check too.
Yes, it's that is what we like to call British spelling.
Okay.
Because it's BBC News, and so they all write things differently.
Okay.
Not very many, but just some words are different. But
thanks.
Very good question. All right. Let's see. Joel, can you hear me? I guess Joel can't hear me. All right. So let's work backwards. Anna, would you like to read the last 3 paragraphs? If you don't like
which one?
For the BBC World Africa News Report about Tunisia.
Wait a second. The money that.
So could you start reading from?
The money had reportedly been held in a Lebanese bank account belonging to Laila Trabelsi, the wife of Mr. Ben Ali. She is believed to have fled to Saudi Arabia with Mr. Ben Ali after the uprisings. Difficult economic times mean that Tunisia's Islamist-led government faced popular pressure to recover the remaining money. However, there have been political and legal difficulties in gaining access to account where the money is believed to be held. The Tunis government has requested I don't know.
So you would, and this is how you would read it: $1.78 billion.
Okay. Loan which is being discussed this week.
Very good, excellent.
Okay.
So, all right. Is there any questions about what's going on then in Tunisia? No?
People who are given money steal them, and it happens all the time in many countries.
Very good. So let's talk about this then. Let's talk about the last 2 articles that we read. This one that was just talking about the recovery of all this money. I mean, what does everyone think about this? Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, could you repeat the please? The question?
Okay. Yeah. So what do you all think about this article?
Never steal money from people it was given to.
That's a very valid point. Sorry, it's frozen for me. I'm going to turn off my camera, so that way hopefully the connection's better. Okay. All right. So Nadia, so obviously, like you said, don't steal money from people, right?
Right.
I just want to hear what other people have to say about it as well. So, Ismail, what do you think about this article?
Troy, I don't understand the article, the whole exactly. Tunisia get money from the UN, but is this money from?
So what happened, Ismail, is that before Ben Ali, the president of Tunisia, before he left the country, before he fled, he took a lot of money, right?
Yes, I understand.
So he hid the money, right?
Yes. The
But
money
that was
looted by Ben Ali.
so it's
There's some background noise.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pedro. I couldn't. Oh, you said there's background noise. Gotcha.
Yeah, there's background noise.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, Nadia is right. You should mute your
Um,
microphone if you're not talking.
So Ismail, now that you understand the article, you are, like you said, you are a civil servant. So what do you? I want to know what you think about this.
Yes. Troy, I understand generally, but for example, the Tunis government has requested 1.7 billion dollar loan from IMF. I couldn't understand.
So
can the Tunis government recover the money which was looted by ex-president Ben Ali from the state to El Lebanese bank?
Mm-hmm.
Or
so no, you're exactly right. So that's exactly what's trying to be done right now. Is the UN is trying to get access to that money to give back to Tunisia.
Okay.
Yeah.
They couldn't recover the money from the ex-president Ben Ali. Is it right,
Correct.
Troy?
Yes, you're correct.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Excellent job. So that's, I mean, it's a pretty serious situation, right?
Yes.
Well, I
when
mean,
the democracy and freedom and clarity is not good. The things such that are waiting many times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this I think knowing that people will not get away with taking money is a very serious lesson to learn. What do you think, Jose? What do you feel about this? Jose, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Well, I think the money is from the people. Then it's good and they can recover that money to invest in other things that need the people.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's a good way of summing it up. So, all right, well, we're out of time right now, but I really would like to thank everyone's participation in this class. I really enjoyed it. I think everyone did an excellent job of reading and pronunciation, also discussing the different articles that we read. So I just want to say thank you and hope to see you next time. We're going to be doing more articles next week. So I'll talk to you all then and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Thank you.